Hello, gorgeous humans. Alina Grayson coming to you live for day one of the paid masterclass. This is a 2-day free live event, a sales training that is going to blow your socks off. And I am so excited because if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you are an activator, a guide, a coach, a mentor, a leader, a visionary. We use social media to get paid and make impact, and that is it. So welcome. And if this is your first time ever catching me live, say hello. I want to get to know you, introduce yourself. And if this is your very, very first time watching a free masterclass with me, let me know. I want to get to know you. So let's see who we have live. I am so excited for this training, guys. Oh, I'm gonna click this here. Oh, I can hear myself. Hello, Mima. I'm so happy you're here. Hello, gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you guys to hop on. And so what I want to also say, if you've never done a masterclass with me, and if you have done one, what I love to do is I love to do an energetic exchange. Although the energetic exchange is already going to be amazing because the value of this masterclass is going to be extraordinary. And I just want you to know this free access to this sales training is limited. I will be taking this off and using it for some paid things in my We Go First membership, as well as my sales program. Hello, Cynthia. Good morning. Hello, Elizabeth. I'm so happy you're here, but it is time sensitive. I will let you know, but this is going to be incredible. And what I love to do as well, for those of you who share this exact video or you take the paid banner, the graphic that I have on my Facebook banner there, and you tag me on social media, you will have a chance to win a free spot in Money Magnet. This is a brand new money course that's starting on May 5th. It's going to be out of this world. And other people will have a chance to win 80% off bundles, programs, and as well as 50% off. So it is definitely worth it. And also, pay it forward. If you feel like this was valuable, if you know entrepreneurs that are struggling to get paid online and make impact, share this video, let them know about this masterclass. It's amazing. And one of the things that I'm so excited to talk to you guys about, if you're new to my world, is this whole thing that I do on social media is completely organic. I've grown my whole social media organically. All the money I've made in my business is organically, not one paid ad, not one cold DM, not one rebuttal, not one fear tactic, no pain point marketing, none of that. And I want to show you how to do this as well. Hello, Rebecca. Just saying hello. Caretaker day at mom and dad's. Oh, I'm sending you so much. Yes, replay later. So if you can't stay live for the whole thing, there will be a replay. I'll also put it on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to give you guys like 2 to 3 weeks access to binge this, but move on it. There's something that I do with a lot of my live programs where you get a year access. I have courses where you have lifetime access. You'll have lifetime access to the money course that's coming. But in my live programs, like my effortless sales program, Goddess Code, there's certain programs I give you a year access because I want you guys to do the work. I want you to move with the program and integrate it like it's disappearing, because that's where you're going to get the most results. I have been mentoring and coaching people for almost 7 years, and I can tell you people do not complete self-paced things, and they will say things like, I'll do it Monday, I'll do it next month, I'll do it never. And that's what happens. And I really believe my body of work will change your life, but you got to listen and you got to integrate and you got to move. So there's going to be homework with this call, but it's going to be amazing. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Hello, Elizabeth. I'm so happy you're here. So you have a chance to win the Money Magnet course starting May 5th if you share this video, and then you get chances to win 80% off, 50% off, and it's going to be awesome. Hello, Jen. I'm so happy you're here. So I love social media. And who here is obviously, if you're watching this, are you an entrepreneur? Let me know if you're a coach, mentor, business owner, if you're in real estate, if you're a visionary, let me know, because I love social media. It is free. It's connected to billions of people around the world, and we get to impact people with our offers. Before the internet, if you had a gift, if you had a talent, a product, a service, in order for you to be seen and heard, in order for you to sell and share your story, you had to know people. You had to get on radio, you had to perform, you had to do things to get on a radio station. And now we got this free platform that's connected to billions of people in the world. We get to build our own stage, our own store, our own business card, and share our gifts and our offers. So that's why I love social media so much. And selling is service. Selling is a commitment to our calling. Selling is, honestly, when you sell your offers, you are answering someone's prayer. So it's important that we learn to sell, and it's important that we use social media so intentionally, because if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, and you're on social media and you're not getting paid or making impact, what are we doing? We'd be wasting our time. Hello, Ella. Hello, Danielle. I'm so excited to be here, entrepreneur. Your video is in public. Okay, let's do that. Fix that right now. Can I do that live? How do I go to settings? Live. I know it's so weird because I always put it to public when I come on here, and then for some reason it goes to private. Okay, it's not letting me do it now, but I will, as soon as I'm off the live stream, I will put it to public. I don't know why it does that, but I make sure to click it and then just this happens. Okay. It will be public. So if some people can't view it, they will be able to view it later. Good morning, Tamara. Hello, Ava. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm getting a little distracted here, but hello, hello. I'm so happy you guys are here. So if you're new to my world, I want to really teach you the art of marketing, the art of really advertising and selling in such an organic way that feels so good. I have a big business now. Like I have private clients, I have masterminds, I have 2 different memberships. I run master classes almost every month now. I have courses that I run every month. I have programs that I run all the time. And I have 4 kids and a beautiful partner, and I have so much space for getting my own mentorship and learning. And people are like, how do you do it all? I do it all because I don't spend my time marketing to the algorithm, marketing for lead generation. I don't spend my time cold DMing people. I don't waste my time on sales calls. And so today's going to be really powerful because I want to help you set up your social media page as a store, and so that it talks for you, because people do buy on first impressions if our social media is set up. For those of you who are in the building and they will come masterclass, I have a whole new angle for you guys. And so if you are new to my world, I highly recommend stay in my free stuff if you're not able to get into my paid stuff, because everything compounds. Everything gets better and better and better. Hello, Milena. I'm so happy that you're here. And so I've been able to do all of this and have space for myself and live my best life because I've set my store, this is what we're going to call it today, as a way that it sells itself. It's set up for people to really understand what's going on and what to buy. And in tomorrow's call, I'm going to talk to you guys about selling and not to be talking to people like they're turkeys. And we're going to talk about actual selling and different marketing strategies. But I'm really excited to teach you guys this because we get to live our best life and get paid exponentially and make impact in people's lives and live our best life and have family life and all the things. And I really do stand for relationships and family first. So my first 6 figures in my business, I made with selfies, although they were like, I curated them and make sure that they were nice, and a PayPal link, a PayPal me link, and that is it. I don't overthink either. I just go. I'm Amanda Jen, for those of you in human design. Hello, Betty. I'm so happy you're here. Yes, Daniela, everything compounds. You will get such extraordinary value even binging my free stuff. So when I started, I had a few business coaches tell me, there's no way you can get to 6 figures if you don't go live every day, if you don't do sales calls and free consultations and have at least 1,000 people on your email list, and you need a website and you need to da 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 da. And I'm like, I didn't do any of that. I have a website, but I don't call it a website because even if you went on there, there's no about me. There's no like store. I use Kajabi literally for payment processing purposes and collecting emails and staying connected to you guys, because it is important now. We do collect emails because we don't really own the platforms on social media. So I would highly recommend collecting emails. But when I started for first 3 years, I didn't collect emails. And I really just use the PayPal me link. And I do sell a lot of invisible offers and things behind the scenes, and people don't even need information. This is the art of understanding the energetics of selling and doing it organic. Yeah, Mandy Jen's in the house. Let me know who's into human design. I'm a 6'2". Let me know. So the point is, all of you, even if you're just starting out, you can make 6 figures, 7 figures. I've seen 8-figure businesses completely online, no paid ads, not even having websites. And there's so much evidence of this that we can all do this. People always ask me, do you think anybody can do this? Yes, I do believe anybody can do this, but will everybody do this? No, because a lot of people will take things and watch you like Netflix and that's it. I hope that when you listen to me, you listen and then you actually apply the things that I'm talking about, and you will start to get paid massively. Me too, manifesting generators. So we are going to talk about energetics in this masterclass. We're going to talk about selling, how to speak, how to really set up your store, because I am going to be launching my effortless sales program / mastermind, and it is all about the buyer forward paradigm. And what this means is, instead of us chasing people and coaxing people and doing rebuttals, buyers find us, they find links or they ask for links and they pay. They come get us. We do not go get them. And this is so important to understand, because a lot of people online, they're like marketing to lead generation, and I'm marketing to dream buyers. And so they come and they pay. There's such a big difference, and we'll go deeper in this. But this is going to be awesome, because if you want to do it organically and you want to have more space for yourself, listen, because this is going to be really, really awesome. Sales gets to be easy. Sales gets to come in while you sleep. And I want you to feel empowered around selling. Who here still feels icky about selling? Because I used to be in a network marketing company. I used to hate selling, because it was all about push people and rebuttals and follow-ups and talk to people like they're turkeys. And I was not about that. So I did completely the opposite when I started my business. But I really do see a lot of entrepreneurs getting burnt out and quitting their business and hating their business and losing their passion for their business, because they're creating either copious amount of content, they're marketing to lead generation. Never market to never ever market to lead generation. Write that down. Market to your ideal buyers. And people are chasing the algorithm, and they're chasing leads, and they're going for visibility and fame and likes, and they're distracted. And for those of you who are in the building and They Will Come masterclass, I told you, like, for those of you who are doing the whole like going for visibility and fame and lead generation, you got distracted by the algorithm. And the algorithm is also all about consuming. And you have become a consumer of validation, and you're distracted by fame and visibility, and you're forgetting that you're here to be paid by your aligned buyers. You're here to speak to your aligned buyers. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Elizabeth. I'm so happy you're here. We want people moving, not watching and consuming. We want them moving. Trust me, you do not need more followers. You need buyers. You do not need any more visibility. You need to be getting paid by your buyers. Such a difference. I have been in masterminds, and I've actually been coached people who have millions of followers, and I've been in masterminds with people with millions of followers, and they can't even make six figures, because they are constantly marketing to lead generation and seeking followers and visibility and likes, instead of getting paid and marketing to their ideal buyers. That's what gets us paid. Marketing to the masses, trying to go viral, you have been lost. You have been distracted by chasing the algorithm. And that's what social media wants. Instead of chasing people, we attract them. Yes, buyer forward paradigm is here to stay, and it's going to be incredible. We got to really move out of this mentality of like, oh my God, people are liking me and I have 100 likes. Oh my God. And I want to move you into, yes, thank you. People are paying me. People are buying while I'm sleeping. That's what I want to move you in. And if you really think about this, and this is what we're going to talk about in this day one, is like, if you imagine that your social media was an actual physical store, would you really want like 11,000 followers, foot traffic coming into your store just to look at your stuff, but then not buy, and you're talking to them? How exhausting is that? This is why people are getting so exhausted. Yes, Cynthia says. This is where a lot of entrepreneurs are exhausting themselves. They're speaking to lead generation and masses and visibility, and they're supposed to be speaking to their ideal buyer. But a lot of people get excited when there's people marketing to them, hey, I'll help you get 11K followers and hundreds of likes, because, you know, I need it for my ego. I need it for validation. Validation doesn't get you paid. And going viral doesn't get you paid. You just go viral. You just get visibility. A lot of people getting swayed by the whole, like, I want to be famous. People are liking me. We want to move into, yes, thank you. People are paying me. And I want to hear you say, I get paid every day. I get paid every day. So let's get started, because if we are going to use social media, let's get paid and let's make impact. Because I will tell you something. If I was not a business owner, if I wasn't the visionary that I am and really here to serve, I would not be on social media. because the way that it's used to consume your time is kind of out of this world. And people are very addicted to social media, even people who are trying to get paid. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, beautiful. I'm a reflector. I need to learn about this and how to get ties into business. Yes, I actually just did the experiment masterclass. Go check that out like 2 months ago. So I also do human design. I'm a manager at 6'2". You will find programs on everything. So let's move into what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So before we talk about your store, because we're going to look at your social media as a store, and before we move into marketing and sales, what's really important is to really look at our offer first. Like the first most important question that we have to ask when it comes to selling and having a business is not, should I have a website? Should I get professional photos? Should I collect email addresses? What should I post? What should I say? That's not even the first question. The most important things when it comes to sales is the offer that I am selling a great influential offer? And these are the 5 reasons people buy. And this is what you're going to contemplate when you look at your offer. Okay. There are only 5 reasons people buy. Your offer is either useful, it's either valuable, it's rare, unique, or limited edition. So you're going to contemplate first as your pre-work. Is my product service useful, valuable, rare, unique, or limited edition? If it's a yes, 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 and you're fired up and excited, all right, let's go. If not, go back to the drawing board, innovate. Innovate, because people only buy if something's valuable, useful, unique, rare, or limited edition. That is it. And if it's none of those and you're trying to sell, then you're scamming people, and that is not cool. And I'm probably not the mentor for you, because I'm very interested in working with people who have influential ideas, who want to actually impact the world and sell things that are useful and valuable. I think we're done with all the scamming, okay? But if you answered yes, my service is valuable, unique, rare, useful, limited edition, let's learn to market, because selling is service. It is a commitment to your calling. It is the answer to someone's prayer. Selling is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. For those of you, again, that were part of the Build and They Will Come Masterclass, we talked about really building your social media as a channel and looking at it as a business card. Because when people meet me in person, I don't tell them what I do. I send them my business card, my social media. It speaks for me. You will know everything about me, what I do, what I offer, what's currently hot on my social media. It's my business card. It's also my channel. In this paid masterclass, we're going to look at your social media as a physical store. This is going to be really helpful, because sometimes when we have just the online business, we have a hard time showing up for an online business. But because if you had a physical store, you got to get up and go there every day. So imagine your social media is a physical store. Okay. And you got this valuable, useful, rare, limited edition offer. Okay. And so what's the next thing we got to look at? All right, well, we got to get foot traffic. We have to have an audience. We have to start to create leads. So there are a lot of business jargon out there. I don't really tend to use leads, but I will for the purpose of this paid masterclass, because some people love that kind of conversation, right? Like, ooh, lead generation. Okay, so if that gets your chicken wet, amazing. I like to look at my social media as my audience, and I say foot traffic, but you'll hear me say foot traffic, audience, and lead generation. What this means is getting people to come look, getting people to come browse, okay? So I'll be using those words, but they all mean the same thing. It's just getting people to browse. So we have a physical store. Let's say you bought this physical store. It has nothing in it, has nothing outside of it. So now you want to contemplate what makes someone come inside and browse in your store. And so you can ask yourself this, because really we do attract the buyer that we are. And you can ask yourself, if I'm walking down the street or I'm walking down the mall, what makes me go inside a store and browse? Let me know in the comments, okay? What makes you want to go browse someone's page? And let me know hashtag replay if you're watching this on replay. So I will answer for myself, okay? For me, if I was walking down the street, what really makes me curious and want to go inside and browse a store, and the same thing is going to browse someone's social media page, the first thing that catches my eye is branding, a really cool logo, aesthetics, a sense of mystery, and what is also being showcased in the front window. Let me know in the comments what it is for you that makes you want to go and browse inside a store. And for you, maybe it's like a marketing campaign, 50% off the entire store. That doesn't get me excited. Maybe for you, it's like buy two, get third off, right? Marketing campaigns like that. That doesn't work for me. For me, it's really branding, aesthetics, logo, a sense of mystery, curiosity. Like, what is this? Okay. And it is important for you to really know what you like because we do tend to attract the same kind of buyer. So Daniela says branding. Tabera says something unique and creative. Ooh, I love it. So unique, rare, right? Okay. And so this is the truth. A lot of people, and if we're talking about like we want to get paid a lot of people, what creates organic foot traffic into a store is like a cool logo and branding. And people really do buy on first impressions, and what it looks like really does matter. Your store branding. Okay, see, and this is exactly what the first thing we're going to talk about is branding. If you want to get paid and you want to be paid fast and you want to be taken seriously as a business, you got to invest in branding. Whether you do it yourself and you have your husband take a picture of you on a white background, or you do things on Canva, you gotta invest in branding. The way that I like to look at sales is like dating. Okay. And there's no way any of you are attracted to a stranger that looks like they're lost, possibly homeless, and does not care at all about their appearance. It does matter greatly what your store looks like. They have what I need, right? So something in the storefront. We'll talk about that soon. Aesthetics, nice salespeople, customer service. Okay, cool. See, and this is what we're going to go into. So it does matter what it looks like. First impressions matter. And so imagine, if you had this building and it has nothing beautiful on the outside. There's no name, there's no logo, there's no aesthetic, there's nothing in the front window. Like and you're thinking in your head, and this is where entrepreneurs get caught up when they're starting. Well, I'm not worthy yet. Like, I don't have a buyer yet. Well, what do you think your foot traffic is going to be like? What do you think your lead generation is going to be like if you do not care what it looks like? What do you think your audience is going to be like if you do not care what it looks like? You're probably going to get squatters at best in this empty store. Okay. We don't want squatters. We want ideal buyers. We want actual lead generation. We want actual foot traffic. You can't attract the kind of buyer that you want if you do not care what your store looks like. And for people to take you seriously, this is a business. I think sometimes we think, oh, it's an online business, it doesn't matter. It matters greatly. And every company is now on social media. So it matters what it looks like. You got to build your store and then they will come. You got to build it for your ideal buyer and they will come. If your store is empty, and so here's the other thing. Is there anything displayed in the store window of your store? Because that's another thing that makes us want to go and browse, right? So this is where you can imagine what's on the highlights. Ooh, what is this? What is this era of influence? What is this paid masterclass? If there's nothing in your storefront, there's no logo, there's no branding, there's nothing beautiful, there's no aesthetics, you're not getting foot traffic. You're not going to generate any leads. If you like that, there's not going to be an audience. What if you have a hard time putting your finger on the creativity of your branding? Just look at your closet. This is how I look at it. So a lot of my branding is very dark, and there's a lot of, for those of you in the building, they will come masterclass. I'm really speaking to leaders. I want people to move. I'm edgy. I'm bold. I'm here to like make moves. Like, I have a very masculine, feminine energy. But if you were to look in your closet, that's kind of your brand. Like, my 85% of my closet is black. I wear a lot of black clothes. I just do. But inside my house is very green and white. Like, that's what I like to look at. But I like to wear black and my branding's black. But again, stop overthinking this stuff. Pick one. Because when I first started, I used to love the color teal, but that didn't really represent the kind of ideal buyer that I want to attract. So I changed. This is the thing. Pick a brand, pick a couple colors, pick an aesthetic, go buy some presets, and let's go. Let's move. Because we waste a lot of time on this stuff. Like, what should my website be? Like, first of all, don't worry about your website. We got to create leads to get to the website. We got to create the page that moves people there, right? We're gonna have marketing campaigns and all those things. So just pick a color, Elizabeth, pick a vibe, go look at your closet and let's go. And then when you don't like it, we get to pivot all the time. Your brand evolves because it's really your identity. So the more you evolve, the more your brand is going to evolve. But look at your pages, look at your store. Is there cohesiveness? Is there something in your front windows? Is there some marketing campaigns? Are there offers displayed in plain sight? Does your brand talk for you? Because this is another reason why a lot of people are spending a lot of time in the DMs or on sales calls because they have not set up their store. And so people don't know what's going on. There's no branding, there's no advertising. And most people are trying to get paid online. And then you look at their page, you look at their store, and there's like no cohesive branding, no advertising. There's a random picture of their dog. There's a photo of their sandwich. There's them out with their girlfriends. There's a live talking. There's them talking about how their car broke down and the price of gas. Then there's a photo of their kids. Oh, there's a sales post, 5 in. Oh, there's a random selfie, but no point. There's what they ate yesterday. There's an old memory of their kid now and then. And then there's this long live stream with a sales pitch that no one watches because everything they've been posting up to the sales post is a bunch of random stuff that makes no sense, that has no point. And then they're wondering, why is no one buying? Maybe I need to get a website. No, you need to set your store up. This is a business. And you got to invest in what it looks like. And you got to use your resources to the best of your abilities. You can use Canva. I used Canva. I did my own stuff. I took, beautiful selfies. I got people to take pictures of me. Like, there's really no more excuses. You can be really, really resourceful. Yeah, overanalyze everything. Yeah. You're gonna like me as a manager, and I make you move. And I'm a 6'2", so I make a lot of mistakes, but I get back up and pivot and course correct because that's the fastest way we find things out, fall forward. So the entrepreneurs that aren't getting paid are waiting for people to believe in them before they believe in themselves and their business, before they decide to invest in branding and creating some aesthetics and advertisements for their offers. Like, you got to create a store and you got to put things in the front window so people, when they look at your page, oh, what's this? If you went to my social media page right now, you would see marketing, you would see advertising, and you would see my story and my points, who I am, what I do, what's offering. You see social proof. It's set up. It talks for itself. I have a lot of people that just buy, they don't even talk to me at all. Or they ask me one question and then they're in and they pay in full for private coaching. Just like that, all the time. I rarely have many conversations in my DMs because like they're coming in my world. We're gonna have a lot of conversations. 1-3 here, yeah. the one lines get all held up. So one lines always need a good 3 and a 6 line in their life to get them moving, as the one line overthinks a lot. So you got to think of your social media as a store, okay? And so if we're gonna have foot traffic, lead generation, we're going to have an audience that are ideal buyers coming and browsing, like, and have it talk for itself. We got to have this thing set up. And if you say, who cares about branding? Who cares about what it looks like? You're basically saying, let me start a food truck store. Like, let me sell food out of my Honda Civic, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you told me I'm going to have a restaurant, but first I'm going to start with a food truck, but I'm not going to invest in any branding or logo marketing because I don't have buyers yet, Alina. So I'm just going to sell tacos out of my Honda Civic. No thanks. But that's what a lot of people are doing on social media, trying to get paid and wondering why people aren't buying because they're selling tacos out of their Honda Civic. You need branding. You need a name. You need some advertisements, not paid. Everything can be super organic, and we're going to talk about all this. But you can't expect to have people pay you if you've not set something up. And this is not about spending a lot of money and going for a huge photo shoot at a fancy luxury hotel or hiring some big branding agency. But what I do expect from you, and so do your buyers if you want to get paid, is to do the absolute best with the resources that you have. Okay? And so, like, full conviction and without feeling an imposter syndrome, like, you got to do the best you have with your resources. Like, if you're a true businesswoman, a true visionary, a true CEO, like, a visionary is never an imposter because the visionary does what's right from the beginning. A true businesswoman does what's right from the beginning. You do your best with what you have, where you are. I've always loved that quote. This has always been with me since the beginning of my business. You got to build it for your ideal buyers, and then they will come and then they will pay you. I found this on my computer. I cannot find it on my phone anywhere. I have to leave. Hopefully I can find it later. Okay, Diane, we'll see you soon. You know, it's like, look at mine. I have a very edgy, mysterious, darker brand because I am very masculine. I'm very feminine, but there's beautiful, like, there's softness in my brand, but there's also like, let's go, let's move, let's lead, let's trailblaze. It's powerful, yet soft. It calls leaders. I very much speak to leaders, visionaries, people who are really here to do great work on the planet. This is me as a person. If I was out and about, you would see me wearing black. I'm very masculine, feminine mix. I'm powerful. You know, I'm here to do big things, make waves, make impact. You know, I'm speaking to the leaders and I attract a lot of leaders. I'm not like pink girl boss vibe, you know, cutesy vibe. Like I'm more edgy. I'm more of like masculine, but soft feminine. I'm powerful, edgy, right? This is who I am. This is who I've always been. This is my brand, and we do attract who we are. So contemplate. What do I want people to feel when they see my store? What is your brand identity? And you do the best with what you have where you are. Hello, Rose, Ella. Yes, I love how you have both. Yes, there's softness, but there's power. I really do believe in a balance of masculine and feminine energies in all of my work as well. Even in sales, there's masculine, there's a lot of lean back, trust, surrender, you know, flow. I'm a master leader. I love it. Okay. I started with selfies, you know, but I did the best with the selfies and I got presets and I went on Canva and then I invested in professional photos next and then graphics. Because, you know, for those of you who have services, like you're a coach, you know, you're in real estate, like when people buy from us, they don't know what they're buying. They kind of need a visual, right? Kind of feels like they're buying transformational air. So a graphic, a visual is really, really important, but you can do this on your own. Like we have word sweat. There's so many cool apps now. And now we have AI, so you can even use AI. There's no excuses. If you want to get paid and you want to get paid a lot, you got to build it. You got to build a storefront that calls in your ideal buyers to come and browse, and having a store that really speaks for it. Like ask yourself, what makes me walk into a store and browse? The next thing we want to look at on your page, your store, is like, what do you want to have displayed in the front window? Or you can have a very mysterious branding. Yes, AI pictures are also, and Ella does that. Ella's my client. She's doing the sales program and Coach Academy Mastermind with me. She does a lot of AI and she's amazing, guys. So check her out. But you can use even AI now. Like there's just no excuses not to like do the best we can. Um, so what do you want to showcase in your front of your store? What do you want to have? What do you want to have? Like, so again, you have to look at what offers do I have? What's selling right now? Because I have multiple offers, right? So I have a master course that's running right now. I have a program and mastermind that's launching, but I have private coaching. I have Voxer coaching. I have 2 memberships. I can't put that all in my front store. I can't put that all in my front highlights and pin posts, right? But when people come in and browse inside my store, the deeper they go, they're going to find everything they're looking for. They're going to find, oh, she's got Voxer coaching. She's got private mentorship. Oh, she has 2 memberships. Oh, she did these other courses before. So like a lot of in my private coaching and my masterminds, and even inner circle, my membership, I don't really showcase those offers in front of my store. But when you come deep into my store or you're already in my paid containers, I like to sell those on the back end. You come into a private room, like behind this, you know, deeper into the store, there's a private room where you find those offers. But you want to think, if you have a limited space in your front store, what's the most important offer that you're selling now? And you want to think about like, how much do I have of it? Because it also doesn't make sense to sell something where you have very limited amounts of it. But like, for me, for instance, what I'm selling in front of my store. So if you went on my social media right now, maybe I'll pull it up in a bit, but I have like Era of Online Influence. I just finished that, but people can buy that right now and binge it because it's extraordinary. I have a free sample. It's my masterclass, so paid masterclass pin there. And then I have a story. It's my credentials. It's my brand story. It ties in with my whole point. For those of you to build and they will come, your point's so important on your social media, you know, and in my highlights at the top are also current things running and things about to run. When I launch Money Magnet and when I launch my actual branding for my effortless sales program mastermind, those will be pinned because those are selling right now. So it's the things that I'm selling right now or what just completed that people want to go. That is what's displayed in front of my store. And so some of you, you might have just one offer. So how do you want to display it? Do you want to have some beautiful advertising for it? Do you want to have a marketing campaign for it? You know, there are also the other thing you want to think about is I have a sample. So the paid masterclass is a sample. If we think about shopping, our shopping experiences, there are some stores that go out and hand out samples, right? They go outside and they hand out samples, or you go in the store and then there are samples. I love organic selling, so I'm not really the kind of buyer where I want people pushing creams and hot dogs at me while I'm walking through the mall. I'm not about that. I don't like people coming in my DMs and being like, hey, Alina, running a free masterclass. Here you go. I don't like that. I'm all about attracting people that are meant for my work with beautiful branding, aesthetics, marketing, right? So even when I'm doing my paid masterclass, I would never go message people, hey, you should come to this masterclass, because I don't like people being in my face, pushing samples on me. But this is something you can contemplate. Do I want to give out samples? Or do I want to, in front of my store, when people walk in, have people to really sample? How do you decide what theme is the free sample? So every month, like I am running a different program or course. And so I like to run a free masterclass for people to sample. This is a sample right now that all of you are a part of. And it is a sample, it is a pre-work that is going to move you into my money course and the sales program mastermind. So if you're wondering if I am the correct mentor for you, if my coaching is correct for you, if you like my voice, if you like my face, if you like the way that I coach, I will pick like a pre-work module of a program and I will deliver it for free. I will deliver some extraordinary value so you can come experience me, right? So if you're a service provider, if you're a coach mentor, you want to think about a sample that leads into the paid thing. So even when I talk about funnels, I look at everything as like an energetic funnel, right? So funnels are like the next step. Okay. So if you are thinking about doing the effortless sales program mastermind with me that starts May 13th, then I would like to give you a sample, an experience of what's to come. And then this is going to lead into, if your next step is like, oh my God, I want to do Alina's effortless sales program and mastermind with her, the next aligned step for you would be that. If you think, okay, I don't really have the funds for the sales program mastermind, oh, but Alina's going to launch Money Magnet, which is going to be a smaller offer. It's going to be extraordinary. Let me go into this. Everything's a funnel. Everything's a next step. So for some of you, after this masterclass, your next step might be Money Magnet or the We Go First membership or Inner Circle, or you're going to move with me into a next level step, which is the mastermind, the sales program, or Boxer coaching, or private mentorship. Everything is a next step, right? A funnel, if you think about it, is like, here are all your samples and you're moving through it, right? Yeah, so it's like pre-work, right? If you're in Coach Academy, Ella, I think you are, right? Because you're in the Business Builder Collective, you get to really learn about how I create masterclasses and all of that as well. So everything is a next step. And I think as all service providers, coaches, mentors, instead of, again, like doing sales calls and wasting time on free consultations, if you want to save more time and give people value and really get people understanding what you do, run free masterclasses, do a webinar, do like a sample. Even like a real estate agent does samples and they'll put out cookies in their houses and their display, like samples. If you have a product, you're a network marketing company, you give out samples. So these are other things to think about. What do I want near the front of my store? Or maybe I want to put like, here, take this cream, you know, here, try this thing out. So if you looked on my social media, and maybe I will pull it up right now. I'm going to show you guys. I can't find it right now. I had to like a lot. Oh, it's the wrong one. Oh, is it this one? No, that's Facebook. Okay. I'm going to pull it up later. But anyways, if you went on my social media, Alina Grayson, and you looked, why can't I close this? And if you looked at my page, you have a sample, the paid masterclass. I had Build It and They Will Come pinned to the top of my Facebook as well. And when I'm done this one, this will be pinned because a lot of my ideal buyers don't always watch right now because they're busy running their businesses, right? The people who are like the visionaries that my dream buyer is someone who does everything with me. They're the business owner, they got the romance, they got the body, they got it all, right? So a lot of them watch on replay, right? So I'm going to pin this post. So new people, foot traffic, lead generation, like is going to come across my page and see, oh, look at this, something free to sample and experience with Alina. And then next step would be money magnet or the sales program or private coaching, whatever they're feeling called to, because people can just go to your highest offer. They go right through the funnel. Okay. So think about this. What kind of samples do you want to give people? You know, what kind of things do you want to have in the front of your store? What are you selling right now? Because literally, if you set your store up, you don't have to be on sales calls. You don't need to have people asking you a million questions if everything is there. We don't have to cold DM people either. We get to use energetics. This is why I also ran the Era of Online Influence. For those of you who are doing the sales program with me, you're going to get that as well included because I want to do some cool stuff with you in the next day too. And you can think about all the limiting beliefs that people have told you around your business. Like it takes people 30 times to eventually buy from you. No, people can buy right away. They can if you have magnetism, if you have influence. And that's another thing that's part of this work is like understanding energetics. These people can read your stuff, watch your stuff, and be like, oh my God, I want it all. And I get a lot of that. That's why I created Era of Online Influence. We work on our influence, our belief in people's power. And then we learn marketing, advertising, how to sell, how to speak. And that's all that stuff that you're going to be learning. And we're going to do money work too. Like I got your freaking back. The Effortless Sales Program Mastermind is going to be out of this world. And it's a mastermind. So we get to look at your business specifically, and I can help you coach you through all of it. But we don't need to waste so much time. If your page is set up, there's a brand, there's a vibe, there's a logo, there's the offers in the front window. Oh, and a sample. Like have people come and experience, and then you come and allow them to ask. We don't need to be DMing people. Like seriously. And we don't need to also do follow-ups unless you think your people are turkeys, but that's a conversation for tomorrow. But if your store is set up properly, it speaks for itself. Like, and you can allow people to come browse and then they can come ask you a question, right? Even when I launch my programs or my offers, I do a live stream. And so when people are curious, hey, what's this sales thing about? I go, hey, did you watch my live stream that I did on day? No. Okay, I'm going to tag you or here, send you the link. Go watch that. Then come ask me questions. Again, we want to save our time from being in the DM so much. When you know like how to set up your store and how to really market properly and advertise properly, like people can buy on first impressions. They don't need a million conversations with you. Like this is why a lot of entrepreneurs are exhausted. How can you grow and scale a big business too if you're spending most of your time in your DMs or spending a lot of your money, you know, having your people, like your team is spending a lot of time in the DMs. So keep it simple. Because I also feel like a lot of people over-explain a lot of their stuff, even on their sales pages. Oh my gosh. You know, one of the best comments that I got for even paid in my last offer era, they're like, this is the best sales page ever. There was 4 sentences and I got it and I paid. Because a lot of people hate the long sales pages. I never bought off a sales page. And to be honest, the second if I have to scroll again, you've sold me out of it. I've sold myself out an offer because of a long sales page. I'm like, why are you explaining so much? Why is this so long? When the truth is, so many of us buy from brands just based on like, oh my God, hell yes. Uh-huh. For those of you who like human design, 70% of the population is just like, uh-huh, I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it. People sign up for my stuff, they don't even know what it starts. They're like, uh-huh. And you know, like so like we could play with energetics. And that's a lot of stuff we're gonna do in the sales program as well, like playing with influence and magnetism and different kind of energetics that people just like, uh-huh, send me the link. But stop over explaining yourself because a lot of people, even when you're selling, and we'll talk about how you sell in tomorrow's call, but you're over explaining because you think people are going to get confused, it's like, are you confused? Because I'm not confused. If they're, then you're speaking to people like they're turkeys, and people get really turned off when people think they're dumb. And if you over explain yourself, sometimes you literally push buyers away. So the best thing to do is keep it simple, keep it clear, keep it in the energetics, play with energetics. Like that's the best way to have people come look at your store, come and browse. You build it, they come, it sells itself. Even when I meet people out in real life and they ask me what I do not start explaining myself because how can I? Like, you would have to ask different client. Every client that I've had, they would give you a different answer. She helped me with my relationship. She helped me find my dream partner. She helped me make a six-figure business. She helped me sell out my mastermind. She helped me with my body. She helped me with my eating disorder. She helped me with every client I've had, I've helped them with different things. I don't know. God gifted me with the ability to respond with wisdom and genius all the time. How can I even explain in a sales pitch what I do? So what I say to people is, here's my social media page, Alina Grayson Coaching. Go check it out. And I trust they will if they're interested. And then they can come my DM and ask me what they want, you know? And then if they have a question, I'll say, what are you looking for? If you need, like, what are you looking for? Like, it's so simple. I think sometimes we forget that, like, we act a little different online, yet it's the same thing in person. So like set it up. Like I'm a multi-passionate, multifaceted person. I'm a manager, okay? Like I cannot explain everything I do. And for a lot of you that are coaches, mentors, activators, visionaries, healers, like it depends on who you ask because we do different things for different clients. So I can't just explain it all, but I've set my page up that if you went through my highlights and you read my posts and you looked at my pinned post and you read people's reviews, like it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, she helps on this and she helps in relationships and she helps on money stuff. We can set our store up and our brand to do the talking for us. Even if you had a real store, you wouldn't tell people, this is what I sell and I sell this and I sell this and this, like you wouldn't. You'd say, come check out my store. You'd walk them in, you let them browse, and then they could ask you and you could say, what are you looking for? If you're a restaurant owner, you're not going to explain all the meals that you make and what ingredients you put in them. You allow them to come in and experience. And then if they have questions, they can come ask you what's correct for them. So we are over explaining. We're writing long sales pages. We're even starting with websites when it's like, how are you creating leads and foot traffic to your website? It's got to start with your social media. Everybody's on social media. We don't have to be so much in the DMs either. You know, it's just like, imagine this. Like, so I see coaches over explain what they do and 100 million things and all the modules and what's in the modules. But like, if you had a product and you sold crystals and essential oils, is every person that's coming to your store, you're going to explain to them, so this is a crystal and this is what it does. And this is an oil and this is what it does. And you put it here and here's the benefits. Like, do you know how exhausted you'd be at the end of the day if you had to explain what a coach is, what a crystal is, what essential oil is? Like, let people browse and trust that the people coming in your store, that's a crystal store, already know what a crystal is. And they can just browse and then ask you, hey, do you have something on this? And you can tell them what they need. And if your store is also set up based on like you have social proof, your business is a proof of concept, and the energetics, like people are just like, sign me up, I'm in. But like, here's another thing, like stop selling your industry, sell you and sell your stuff. Speak directly to your ideal buyer that is a genius that already knows what a coach is, what a crystal is, what essential oil is, and they're just looking if you're the right person. Because for those of you who are coaches, you don't need to sell the industry, you sell yourself. People already know the value of coaching if you're speaking to your ideal buyer. You sell you sell your offers, not your industry. We're not here marketing also to lead generation. We're speaking directly to our ideal buyer. Because if you sell, like if you're a coach and you're selling the coaching industry, here's a coach. Why you need a coach? You're going to get people that are like, thanks for inspiring me to go hire this other coach. Thanks. Thanks for telling me the benefits of essential oils. And I went to buy from that other person. Stop doing that. So part one of this training is really in order for you to create foot traffic, build your aligned audience or generate leads, You got to have branding. You got to have cohesiveness in your branding. It's got to be a vibe. First impressions matter. And you got to think about what's in front of my store and do I want to have like a sample? Because then your brand speaks for you and this creates foot traffic. And then if people want more information and go deeper in your store, and that's what we want is we want people to come down the rabbit hole. But if you don't believe what you have is great and you don't put the investment to create something beautiful and you want to get paid, it's not going to work. Like I had 80 something K worth of debt. I was not employed. I had two children when I started 6.5 years ago. And I used the resources I had. I used my credit card because Visa believed in me. Like Visa believes in you. Okay. I also got a 10K line of credit. Thank you, because the bank believes in me. And I hired my business coach. I got a graphic and professional photos. Those are the things that I really invested in really first, that made people come to my page and see this is a real person. But if you don't want to invest in even like hiring a business coach to help you set up your business and sell, or getting a graphic done, or putting an investment in branding. The honest truth is when we don't invest in our business is because deep down we don't believe our offer is great. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe it's going to work. Then what's the point of starting a business if you don't believe in yourself that it's going to work? Like, what are we doing? You might as well go sit outside and have a latte and not be on social media stressing about this stuff. People who invest in a personal trainer and get great supplements are people that actually believe that their health is going to change. If you didn't believe you could lose the weight, you would never hire the personal trainer. If you don't believe that your business is going to work, that your idea is incredible, that your product service is incredible, that's why you don't invest in the coaching. That's why you don't invest in the branding. So then you might as well go live your best life off social media and not be like everybody else. Look at me, I'm a peacock. Like, go live your best life. When you invest, it's because you believe. And this is the thing, it's not working because you don't believe. We just think we're still a gamble. So there's still mindset work that needs to happen, because when you really believe in yourself, you go get the things that are needed for you to have this work. I had all the reasons not to. I had no evidence it was going to work. And I had so much debt. I was a single mom, completely alone. If you don't know my story, like, and I did it because I believed. I had the vision. I just like, yes, I need this. This is very helpful. I'm an over explainer. Keep it simple. Look at my sales pages. There's like 4 lines. When it starts, the price. You're going to learn. Like Money Magnet might have like 2 lines. I want to teach you the greatest process that is guaranteed to help you attract money in your life. It's going to blow your socks off. And I don't need to say any more of that. For those of you that are like, I'm in, let's go. And it's going to be out of this world. But I'm not going to write a whole long sales page about that, or even talk about it for 3 hours to convince you. It's like either you know and you trust, or you don't. Right? So the other thing that really brings people to our store to browse is word of mouth, right? When your friend's like, oh my God, I had the best steak, you're going to go check out that restaurant. So other reasons we go browse people's social media pages, their store, is because of word of mouth, referrals, social proof, and brand authority. We're going to talk about that. So first of all, word of mouth is still the greatest way to make your business successful. And it is one of the greatest way to have instant sales based on first impressions. Because when you have a person that tells you about a person or a business, you get this preconceived understanding of who this person is, their business is, and then it just makes you step in, you like it, and you'll buy immediately. Word of mouth is one of the greatest forms of marketing, period. And this is why, for me, before I even got the branding, the thing that I focus on, and I still focus, number one, is the deliverables, my actual service. I want to make sure if you come into my paid container, it is the greatest coaching, world-class mentorship you will ever receive. I'll tell you something, I'm very proud of this. I've never had one person not like anything that I've offered. For 6.5 years, every buyer I've never had one person try to get a refund or say that it was crap, because I focus on world-class coaching and deliverables. Even my free masterclasses, people have said to me, and I have them in my highlights, literally, from people that said, I spent $10,000 on a coach and I learned more from you in your free stuff than I did not. I have multiple of those. They're in my highlights as social proof, because If I'm doing something, it is going to be out of this world. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. I do not create crap. I do not do half-ass stuff. So my priority is always the deliverables, as it should be for you as your service, because this is what creates word of mouth and referrals. That's another reason why my business continues to create more people coming in my world that just like, I'm in, my friend recommended you, my blah, blah, blah told me about you. If you have the best steaks, you have the best products, and you care about customer experience, because also word of mouth is created from also customer experience, you will have instant sales. You will get paid every day at some point if you continue to really focus on your customer experience and your deliverables. And this is the absolute truth in business. And I know I actually did marketing as my postgrad of psychology. But number one reason someone refers a business or a person is not even if they got the results, it's customer service and care. It's the number one reason people will refer you. The people were served and the people were cared for. Anytime I have bad customer experience, I don't care how great your product and service is. I mean, how great your deliverable is, I'll never go back. Customer experience, people were served and they were cared for, regardless if even they got like results, is the number one reasons people will refer you. Okay. And on top of that is like caring about your product and your deliverables. That's why I say the pre-work to this is your offer an irresistible offer? Is it actual, useful, valuable, rare, limited edition, and unique? This will actually get you paid instantly. Now people will ask me, so, well, what do I do if I'm starting out and I don't have referrals and word of mouth or any testimonials? How do we create organic lead generation, organic foot traffic for people to come and browse and then buy? Through proof of concept. Through you being the greatest testimonial of your work, of your service, of your product. If you're a service provider, you're a coach of some sort, you're a consultant of some sort, you have to be the proof of concept. You have to be the greatest testimonial of your work. And so showing before and after, showing your evolution. If someone is selling fitness, if they never had a client, they don't have any referrals yet, you want to show your before and after. You want to tell stories of your before and after your fitness journey. Proof of concept. If you're a money coach, but you haven't had a client yet, but you know, oh my God, my story, I went from debt to making 6 figures a month. And you're like actually like not, you have to share your bank account, but you're sharing like you're making money with your business. You invested in stocks, you tell your story, your whole lifestyle has changed. It's actual real. You've upgraded your lifestyle. That is proof of concept. You don't need a testimonial. You're proof of concept. And the greatest frequency is the frequency of truth. If you fake this stuff, people will always know, FYI. So I will have a conversation about the whole chat GPT because I don't use that stuff and I will not be putting my identity in to be replaced by a robot. That's not my vibe, but I will have a conversation about how to use this intentionally because there's also things that are people doing and taking people's posts and content, putting it through chat and being like, yeah, it's going to work. Oh, wait, I'm not getting paid. I wonder why, because people can feel when something's not real. So proof of concept. If you're a relationship coach, and you have a thriving relationship, an extraordinary marriage, you showcase, you tell stories about your marriage before and after. That is proof of concept. You can build your whole business as proof of concept. If you have a product, let's say skincare, show your before and after. Whatever product you sell, obviously you created it or you joined a company that has it because something about your life was hard, something was missing, and then you have this thing, so you tell your story, you show before and after. Proof of concept also creates instant, I'm in, I buy. Tell stories of your transformation. Share your actual celebration. Elizabeth, yes. I doubled my salary after being a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. Does that work? Absolutely. And you share your stories. We don't need people's testimonials. And you'll notice the bigger you get, the less testimonials people are willing to give you. And you end up becoming people's world's best kept secret, whatever secret weapon. So you have to showcase. People, if you went down my page, you would see I used to live in this rundown small apartment because I was a single mom in debt. Now I live in this beautiful home. I've completely changed my life, myself, my identity, the way I speak. If you scrolled and you watched how I am proof of concept. Like I have had the most insane evolution of my life. Everything I teach, I proof of concept. And every program, I'm proof of concept first. But now I have raving testimonials and constant word of mouth. So tell stories. Your brand is proof of concept. Tell stories before and after, showcase things, right? And then eventually, what we want to move into is social proof, because social proof is also why people pay instantly, and it just allows your brand to talk for you, receiving actual testimonials and reviews. So this is where we can come back to samples. This is why sampling is really cool. So one of the things that I did as well before I had testimonials from paying clients is I would run a free masterclass, and I would ask for people to leave me a testimonial or a review, and I would showcase that as social proof. Okay, so if you have products, you can host events, you can send people samples. If you're a service provider, you can do free consultations. You can do these free things at the beginning to get a testimonial as an energetic exchange. Okay, and so even like if you're part of a network marketing company, like they would tell people when you join a network marketing company, they'll say like host an event, bring your family and friends, let them try out the products, then ask for reviews, then ask for referrals and testimonials so that they can start creating social proof. And then you want to highlight of your testimonials. You want to put that in your social media page. Even brick and mortar businesses do this all the time. Like if they're opening up a new store, they open it up to family friends, like network marketing, have people come in, try stuff on, buy things, and then they ask for, hey, referrals, reviews, testimonials. That builds social proof. Okay, so you can even if you're a brick and mortar business, you can host like special VIP, these are beautiful marketing strategies for lead generation, VIP days, you come in and you shop privately, and then you can ask for people, testimonials, referrals. And if your customer experience is out of this world, that's the number one reason people refer you. I have so many different lead generation, foot traffic strategies for you guys, marketing strategies in the Effortless Sales Program. It's going to be amazing for products, consults, services, whatever industry you're in. And that's why we're going to have the mastermind component. So you can bring me your business, where you're at, how to sell. I'm going to teach you how to sell it, how to write copy, energetics. Like we're going to have a lot of fun because there's a million ways and a million strategies that we can play with. And I'm like an ideas person. So the Effortless Sales Program is also going to come with a mastermind. And that's going to be really important for you guys to come in with your stuff. Because I know a lot of you that are coaches, guides, activators is like, I don't even know how to talk about it. I got your back. I have some amazing, amazing things for you guys. So if you have branding, it's cohesive, you have storefront offers, you got samples, you're proof of concept, and now you have social proof. So real reviews, testimonials, and you put them in your highlights, pin posts, you share them in your stories, you're creating social proof. And that's another big reasons why people will buy without even having a conversation with you. And if your customer service is out of this world amazing, regardless if the person even got results, people will refer you. People really do buy on first impressions if you build your store and let it talk for you. Why would I need to do sales calls if you can land on my page and clearly see I'm proof of concept, there's social proof, there's testimonials, my bio is clear, my point is clear, all my posts lead to a point, my store is set up like a business, there's a cohesive branding, I've also claimed my authority, I have marketing ads, I have campaigns, I have samples, I have social proof. Let's go. Like we do not need to be DMing people. And this is another cool thing I want to help you guys with effortless sales. I want to help you with energetics. Like people get so worried about the algorithm and needing to message people, but it's like when your magnetism is through the roof and you're locked and loaded in your faith and you are one of those people who is like, God provides, I trust in the universe. You actually co-create with the universe. Like people find you, you build it and they will come. But we'll work on trust. I have your back. I want to make sure you get everything out of this program. So get testimonials. So if you don't have any testimonials, this is a good time to offer free samples and then ask for people to leave you a review. Ask them like, hey, like, if you could explain in a few sentences, about this and what has helped you, I would be so grateful. Because this is the thing with buyers. Buyers are people who have money and who have power and they want to be treated like a genius. They don't want you convincing them, coaxing them. People really do buy what they want, not what they need. So another thing that doesn't work is pain point marketing, making people feel bad about themselves, talking to people like they're a turkey because you're over explaining. Like you got to trust that people are smart and that they have money and they're powerful, because people buy what they want, not what they need. That's why need energy does not work. More of that conversation on tomorrow. But set your page up, social proof, proof of concept, get reviews, get testimonials, offer samples, and this is what I did with the free masterclass. So if you're a coach and a mentor, do that. Host events, live webinars, and make sure that you actually deliver value. You want people to come back. Let them experience you. And then eventually when people buy your product or service, then you can also ask, hey, what would you say about this? What was the greatest thing? People underestimate the power of social proof, but it's literally why people will buy from you without even having a conversation with you. One thing I want to add for you guys that are guides and mentors, the healers, for those of you who's here like a medicine woman, you're a wise guide, like you do everything, you help people with things, energetics, so one thing that I will tell you is because I can help people on so many things. It's kind of insane. So it's this is why we got lost. For those of you who are the medicine women, the wise sages, the guides, the mentors that really help people on everything, the reason we've got into this whole trying to explain what we do, where we really can't explain it and we're getting so lost, is because the new marketing is all about explain logic, explain with measurable results. But when you're a medicine woman, you're a wise sage, it's not possible to explain that. It's supposed to be experienced. This is why free events and masterclasses are so important, because masculine marketing is all about explain what you do with results and logic. You can't explain what I do with my clients. What we do with clients is magic. And magic can't be explained. It has to be experienced. If you were to think about this, David Copperfield, magician, if you were to masculine market David Copperfield, it would be like this. Okay, so you're going to come into the show and it's going to go dark, and David's going to walk out on the stage. He's going to have a hat and he's going to pull out a giraffe. And he's going to do this and this, and then he's going to do it this way. That's how you sound when you're trying to over-explain how you're a wise sage. Coaches, wise sages, medicine women, you cannot explain what you're going to do. It's like you got to bring people in to experience your magic. Why masterclasses are important. Hot seat coaching. Another thing you're going to do, and I'm going to do one of these this year, is I'm going to launch, instead of a masterclass, I'm going to launch a mastermind, like a 4-hour mastermind, or maybe not maybe 4 hours, but maybe 3-hour mastermind. I'm going to pick people that are going to sign up for it, and people are going to come and witness, and I'm going to coach people, hot seat coaching. Why? I want you to come and watch the medicine. I want you to come watch and experience my magic, because I can't explain what I'm going to do for you, but you can come and witness it. So that's another awesome way for people to come sample you. If you're a wise sage, is like, instead of even a masterclass, do hot seat coaching. Let people witness your magic, because you can't sell magic with logic. We sell magic with magic. You come and experience it. So I host masterclasses for you to experience my magic. And then when you're in my programs and your masterminds, you're also going to watch how I coach people. And a lot of people who are in my masterminds, when they watch me coach people, are like, yeah, I'm hiring her for private coaching. And they hire me for private coaching or Voxer coaching, because they get to experience my magic. I cannot explain my magic. You need to come and experience it. Yes, I completely agree about feminine marketing, masculine market. Yes, saving up already. Ha ha, this is awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, so that's something else I'm going to do. A free mastermind. I'm going to pick specific people, and you're going to watch me, and you're going to come and witness it. And then you're going to see, is Alina for me? Because I can help you on a lot of things. And a lot of things like the wisdom, it's the 6'2" in me, like it just comes through me. I channel things all the time. It's a weird sensation, but I can't explain it with logic. But this is where a lot of coaches get stuck, and then they're over explaining, and they're like, in module 1, and they like tell everybody what they're doing. Plus you're giving everything away. Think about a movie trailer. I don't like watching some movie trailers because they give away everything, and I don't want to watch the movie. They gave the best things away. Don't give away everything, and stop over explaining it. Let people come experience you. If you're a service provider, let people come and experience. Let people witness you coach people. Experience my magic. Oh, I love that you guys love this. Okay. So I have so many things to teach you guys. But hopefully your next step is going to be the effortless sales program mastermind. And that's going to come with Era of Online Influence, and you're going to get Money Magnet. I can't wait to show you guys the graphic, and it's going to be out of this world. Also, for those of you who are into human design, if you are a 2-line like myself, let me know if you're a 2-line. 2 lines, the natural, the genius. It's difficult also for us to see our own genius. And so it's really important for you to ask for testimonials. You got to. Like, we sometimes don't see our genius. The 2-line never sees its genius. People call us out, right? People have to tell us. So I always ask, if you could explain in a few words, a few sentences, your experience with me, or write me a testimony, I'd be really grateful. Also really important for you guys. And for all of you, though, sometimes we don't really know how awesome we are until someone writes us a beautiful testimonial that makes you cry. Like, I cry. Some of you guys write me testimonials. I'm like, if I have a hard day, I go read my testimonial highlight. I'm like, I had my period a few days ago. That's what I did. So also, I'll ask you right now, if you've loved this masterclass and you want to write something for me and you want to tag me, I'd be really grateful for that too. Okay, so let's move into your authority. I'm going to talk about authority in a different angle. I have a different angle on everything. So also, we're going to go into selling tomorrow, like speaking, selling. I have a really awesome module. It only gets better. Okay. So let's talk about brand authority. And so authority is really like claiming your expertise in your industry, like what you're really good at, what you're here for, what's your expertise. So I have claimed I can help you have it all. Organic sales, organic social media growth, the dream relationship, the dream fit body, the health, manifestation magic, 6-7-figure businesses, 5-figure a month, 6-figure months. I claim that. I can help you also with pure energetics. For those of you who do Money Magnet, and I'm going to be doing a pre-sale of 8888. So $88.88. It's part of the We Go First membership. So if you're already in that, don't worry about it. You're in, you're locked and loaded. But I'm going to sell it for one day when I launch it. Jump in. It is going to help you manifest money with pure energetics. It is the greatest money manifestation process. And I've never taught in any program. And I'm ready to teach it to you guys for $88.88. It's going to blow your socks off. If you're doing the sales program, my Business Builder Collective, or you're in the We Go First membership, it's already included for you. It's going to be amazing. The reason I want to do a money course before we go into sales is because a lot of us, some of us struggle with selling because we have money mindset stuff happening. And I want to help you start generating money so that you feel really confident in your selling, especially when you're talking about prices. So that's all coming. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so let's do the last piece and then we'll wrap it up because tomorrow is a really, really big day. So when you claim your authority in the thing you have built, okay, that's another reason people want to go browse your store and want to buy from you. And so claiming your brand authority is like, this is the mistake that I see people have, okay? And we were talking about this in the Era of Online Influence course that I ran last month. But a big mistake I see is a lot of new entrepreneurs starting out trying to figure out first, how do I position my authority in my industry? But authority comes when you've actually built something first. Having built something gives you authority, like the proof of concept conversation that we just had, when you've actually done something. And so really, in order to have authority, in my opinion, authority comes from magnetism and influence. This is why Era of Online Influence. See how there's a sequence to all my programs? We do Era of Online Influence, we do the money course, then we learn how to sell, market, advertise, speak, attract buyers, because there's a sequence. You need all of these things. So brand authority really comes from magnetism and influence. Because for me, in order for me to attract clients when I started out, I couldn't claim an authority that I could help people start a business, that I could help you attract clients. I couldn't claim that. I didn't have any testimonials either. But what I did have and what I worked on the most was energetics, my magnetism, my influence. And that's how I attracted all my first clients, was through influence and magnetism. A big piece of sales is this. So you got to learn how to also move people with your magnetism and your energetics. Because again, when people say, you got to post like 27 times before someone sees. No, you can post one post and someone can buy right away if you have influence, if you have magnetism. That's why you're going to get the era of online influence, and we're going to work on more of that in the sales program because this is really, really important. Like, again, with the copious amount of constant social media content, we don't need to do that when we have influence and magnetism. So authority really comes from your energetics, your belief in yourself, your belief that people are coming, your magnetism, your influence. And then when you build something and you have results and you have credentials, your proof of concept, then people come. Because first of all, like if you don't have magnetism or any influence, like people don't come because people care about who we are before they care about what we do. It's us that attracts people into our world. This is why you can have a photo or one like marketing hook and people are like, oh my God, I'm drawn in. I didn't even read the post, but I want to buy from you. That's magnetism. That's influence. I want to help you with energetics. This is like my favorite thing to help you with. Strategies, God, it doesn't matter what strategy you help. I'll help you all kinds of strategies, but like you don't have influence and magnetism, it won't even work because it's not about what you do. It's about who you're being when you do it. It's your belief in yourself, your conviction, your passion, your actual knowing of how influential you are. That was what attracts people to then want to be curious. What do you do? This is why we're going to do the era of online influence. That's why for those of you who haven't done it, and if you have already, go rewatch it again because it's so important to have those energetics there. Having influence is what actually brings in the people to then want to know, what do you sell? What do you do? I want to be a part of this. I don't even know what it is. My energetics draw people in. That's why I don't speak to the algorithm. I could care less about the likes. And I'm speaking to my ideal buyer. And I'm so locked and loaded in my magnetism and influence. And then once you've created results for other people, now you have actual social proof. You have proof of concept for yourself. Then you can claim your authority. But before you claim it, you got to have the influence and the magnetism and the social proof and the proof concept. So this is the other thing about claiming your authority. If you know you've already created results for yourself or for other people, you have to claim it and not wait for people to agree with you. Because this is what I see people doing. They're trying to have people agree with them before they claim it. This is inner work stuff. Because this is the thing that I see entrepreneurs struggle with, is they're waiting for people to agree with them so that they can claim they're an authority in something. Claiming your authority is so simple. You say, I own the right. I own the right to say this, to sell this because I am proof of concept. I have the authority to do this. I claim it. I have the authority to teach it because I'm proof of concept. Instead of, what do I need to say to look like I have authority so that people agree so that I can claim it? What do I need to say to people accept that I'm an authority? That's not what we do. That's you looking for people's validation. That's you acting like most people, consuming the algorithm, the likes, the ego stuff. We don't need that. You got to claim it for yourself. So you got to do some inner work today. You claim your authority because the thing you sell changed your life, because you're proof of concept of your offer, because the thing you sell also has testimonials from people. And then you get to claim, I have the authority to help you make six figures, 7 figures organically, have the best life, have the best relationship of your life, do it completely organic. I own that authority. I have a story. I have proof of concept. I'm embodied in results. My clients have results. And if you don't have the results for clients, you have proof of concept. I don't think about, what do I say for people to agree, for validation? Like, I claim it. I know it. Stop waiting for people to agree with you. You got to claim that. And this is the thing with also like, I got to wait for people to pay me before I invest in myself. Who's leading? You or your audience? When you're waiting for people to make moves before you move, you're not the leader. They're the leader. That's not how business works. The CEO, the visionary, the businesswoman, businessman is the leader. You go first. It's always that way. So you claim it. Okay? You claim it. You say to yourself today, you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I own the authority to say I can help people with ... because I have proof of concept. These are my stories. These are my defining moments. These are my celebrations. These are my milestones. This is what I've invested in. This is what I've learned. This is what I've done for people. This is what I built for myself. You say to yourself, and let me be clear about it, so that you never ever ask anyone to approve of you, validate you, or agree with you that you have the authority to teach us. It's a claiming. It's an inner thing. Not because I'm an authority over other people. People don't like that word because they're like, I'm an authority over people. But it's like, no, I've been through this. I have stories. I have milestones. I'm proof of concept. Here it is. I own the right to say this. And then you claim your authority. You can put it in your bio. You can put it in your highlights. You can do it in your post. I'm a manifestation expert. I can help you make 6 figures a month. I've built this. I have the results. People can buy on first impressions. Cohesive branding, there's a vibe, you got care in your branding, you have offers displayed in the storefront, you might have samples, you've claimed your authority, your proof of concept, you have social proof. This is what creates foot traffic. This is what creates lead generation. And then customer experience. If your customer experience is extraordinary, people will refer you, word of mouth will skyrocket. Your brand, your store can do the talking for you. We can build these huge businesses completely organic and live our freaking best life and not be on sales calls and cold DMs and follow-ups. Because I think you don't remember. So I need to follow up on you. Like, no more bro marketing. This is not the end area here. Amima said, this is amazing. I'll listen to the rest later. I love you. I love you. I'm almost done. I'm almost all done. Okay. But also make sure, and we'll talk about this a little bit tomorrow, you can't have any need, lack, desperation, because this is where we don't have magnetism and influence. And that's where we're pushing people, coaxing people. So the effortless sales program / mastermind will begin May 13th. It's about 6 weeks long. It's going to have modules on social media stories, marketing, advertising, how to speak, how to pitch, how to create masterclasses, different marketing strategies, lead generation strategies, like energetics. You're going to get the Money Magnet course, the Arab Online Influence, and who knows what else I might create and channel before that, because we have some time and I got time, right? So I want to help you really attract buyers. Like, attract buyers, and buyers are people who sell themselves. I don't want you to become a person that's like, I'm great at selling to people. Like, with tactics, I want you to have the kind of brand and kind of have the kind of voice and power and copywriting where you attract the buyers that sell themselves on your offers. I will teach you everything and it will be amazing. And then we'll have a mastermind component and you can ask me questions. The pre-sale right now is $1,111 and there is a payment plan as well. And you can reach out. I'm not sure if I'm going to launch the graphic tomorrow for that or the money magnet. But the money magnet is going to be included, and so is Arab Online Influence. So you have the energetics, you'll get the strategies, the marketing, the advertising, speaking. It's going to be out of this world amazing. If you love this, it's only get better. We're getting you paid, because otherwise, what's the point of social media? And people love to buy, and people love to buy what they want, and people just hate to be sold to. We love to buy. We shop every single day. We just hate when people sell to us. So I want to teach you the power of attracting buyers that sell themselves on your offers. Like, not to be a closer, because what changed my whole business and my lifestyle to have so much freedom is attracting great buyers, not becoming a closer. Selling is service. Selling is beautiful. I want you to be empowered. I want you to love. And here's the thing. I'm going to help you love selling, because when you love selling, you'll love to sell more. It's kind of like everything else in life. When you love to have sex, you have more sex. When you love to make money, you'll make more money. And the Money Magnet course, like, I can't obviously guarantee if you don't do the work, but if you do this process, I'm going to teach you in this transmission. It will help you with your relationship with money, because we all have really weird money beliefs. And like, we love when money comes. We hate when that doesn't work. I want to help you with a relationship with money. I want to teach you a process that, for me and all my clients, every time they do it, they manifest money. And that will help you get into the vibes of like, money comes to me always, always. I'm a money magnet. Let's go. Money comes to me always, always. I'm a money magnet. That's the vibe. And then we're going to learn actual attracting buyers and selling and all the cool marketing, lead generation stuff, all the fun things. But selling is the answer to someone's prayer. If I don't show up and sell right now, someone's missing out. If you're not selling, someone's missing out on your product. Someone needs your useful, unique, rare, limited edition. And for those of you who are visionaries, it's your mission to sell. Selling is service. It's your purpose. And the highest paid careers on the planet are sales. There are no limits. And I want to help you with that. It's $1,111, or you can do a payment plan. and you're going to get a bunch of other courses, and it's going to be out of this world amazing. So if you have any questions, you can let me know. I also have the Business Builder Collective, and that comes with the Coach Academy Mastermind that I'm going to be running in the summer. So basically, you join that. It's $2,222. You're getting the sales program, Area of Online Influence, Money Magnet, Coach Academy, and both the masterminds. You'll be with me till the end of August, having fun. And I'm one of those people who Manage Enemy just creates, because I'm constantly learning and I'm constantly innovating and I'm listening to you guys, what you need. So one thing I want to help you guys too is understand buyer psychology. And before tomorrow's call, I want you to think about right now, what are the things people have told you you needed to do to make money in your business that you feel has been like, ugh, post a certain amount of times, have CTAs a lot, have a website, cold DM, rebuttals, pain point marketing, follow-ups. Bring all your limiting beliefs and I'm going to crush them. And I'm going to give you a different angle. Okay. Would there be a payment plan? Yes, there is. So just reach out. So I'm on the fence. I'm either going to launch Money Magnet or the sales, but I probably will launch it in my high performance coaching community. Either way, you DM me if you want more conversations, you have any other questions, let me know. What I do, and this will help you as well, for those of you who have services or even products, when I launch a graphic, the next day I always do a live stream because I will give you the information so that when you're in my DM, what's it about? I send you there. And if you have more questions, you come back. Again, I want to help you live your best life. Like we really get to have it all. Like if you're really interested in that, like we get to have it all. And in the We Go First membership, like I already have a money course in there. I have feminine magnetism course. It's $111. There's no commitment. You pay as you go. You'll get Money Magnet. You'll get Arab Online Influence. If that's your next step, $111. And you can cancel, pause anytime. And there's new courses every month. Right now, we're in the obviously money vibes, but I have a cool magnetism course I'm going to be doing in the summer as well in there. But it's $111 and there's like $13,000 worth of program courses. You get to keep them and get to come and go. Like that's another next step if you're ready. If you're ready, to make some moves in your life. Love selling. Okay. So I will see your beautiful faces tomorrow. Contemplate some limiting beliefs. I want to ask you so I can help you untangle all the things that people have told you that are probably not true. And I'm going to give you a different angle. And we're going to move into selling and some strategies and some energetics, which will be really, really fun. And if you feel called to share this, thank you. And if you want to be part of the draw, share away and tag me. We get to have it all. We really do. This is why I love social media and I love the buyer forward paradigm because we really don't need to spend so much time in our DMs. But if you have people in your DMs, give the most extraordinary customer service. Like this is really, really important. Okay. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you have enjoyed this and I will see your beautiful faces tomorrow. I love selling. We get to have it all. Okay. I'm going to catch up with these comments. Okay. Bye-bye, beautiful humans. I will see you tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.